I don't want to go. I don't want to go lift. So I just got done work. It's 3:15, and I'm gonna go home and get ready to go to the gym. And it occurred to me as I was leaving work that I don't want to go. I don't want to go lift. And then it occurred to me that I never used to feel this way. I would always have excitement and drive to get out of work, get changed, get to the gym, and get shit done. So for some perspective, I've been lifting for about 30 years, give or take, about 30 years. I'm 47 years old, and I wanted to make a video real quick to talk about my thoughts, how I'm feeling in this moment about going to the gym, and how different it is, for me anyway, to lift in your 40s. Sorry, it's bumpy. Especially your late 40s. You know, 10 years ago, no problem, all day long. I could do 2 a days if I had to, no issue. But as the years have progressed, and I know this sounds like common sense, and I guess it is, but for me, as an avid lifter, and I'm sure for a lot of you guys too, you don't really ever put a lot of thought into how eventually you might need to either back off, or eventually your body won't respond the way that it used to respond. It's pretty wild, like when you think about it, it's pretty wild. So I would honestly say at my strongest, my peak strength was probably about 5 years ago, 42. My absolute strongest. What has changed since then? With me, really nothing physically. I still weigh the same. I still, I think, look the same. Nothing has changed with me physically. I didn't lose a ton of weight or gain a ton of weight. I've, within those 5 years, hovered within 5 pounds of my weight. So it's not that. It's age. It's freaking age. And I eat, you know, a relatively well-balanced diet. I don't count my macros. I don't count my calories. I've never done that. I just eat for function and for enjoyment. I generally eat 5 meals a day. If I had to guess, I probably consume around 4,000 calories a day. And that's been consistent too for the past 5 years. So like outside forces haven't changed. That's all been static. The only thing that I can attribute this like mindset in me to is just age. And in your 40s, what I found is, especially the last year, like 46 to 47, it takes, and I don't like this word because this word, it seems like one of the new like trendy words, but it takes grit to get to the gym. It takes grit to get there, and it takes grit to get the right workout in. Today, for instance, I'm doing chest with my buddy. And last summer, for some reason, both of my shoulders just went to shit like in a day. I still don't know why. One day I'm pressing 365 for reps. The next day I could barely press the bar. Literally, that's how it happened. And I let it go for a while. The pain was pretty, I don't want to say intense. It was intense bench pressing, but annoying more than anything. In like day-to-day life and sleeping, moving my arms around and stuff like that. I just got cortisone injections about 3 months ago on both my shoulders. It helped, I would say, like 75%. But again, like, why do I need that? I need that because I'm 47 freaking years old. And I've been beating up my body for 30 years with iron. And it's hard for me to wrap my head around backing off, because I'm not going to back off. I've learned from the past and from injuries, and I'll listen to my body, and not do something if I do think it's going to cause me injury. But there's things I simply can't even do anymore, because I know the risk for injury is too great. I can't squat. I have extreme lower back pain. I'm pretty certain it's a disc issue, and I'm afraid if I squat, I'm going to throw my back out. And if you've ever had that pain before, it is brutal. It is debilitatingly brutal. So I can't squat anymore with that back pain, or back, potential for pain, for injury. I don't deadlift. Haven't deadlifted in probably 10 years. And it's like in your 40s, you're hanging on to some threads of what you want to lift at the gym, what you want to accomplish. And it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Now, to give myself some perspective, and I would love to know what you guys think about this too, like, especially guys in their 40s or 50s. Leave a comment. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how you're, like, battling through this. I could use some advice myself. Tell me, injuries you've sustained and in ways you've kind of mentally dealt with this. But I lost my train of thought now. But a perspective. I was going to mention perspective. I look around, and when I'm at the gym, there's not many guys my age even in there at all doing anything, let alone putting up respectable numbers. There's a couple, and to me, they stick out to me more than like a bigger young guy, because that guy my age has grit. He's in there battling it out, getting it done, because he's wired that way. He doesn't want to give up. He's not going to back down. And he knows he has to get it done. And that's how I feel. But some days, man, it is extremely difficult to get there and get it done. And I always do. If I ever miss a day of lifting, it's for what I think is a legitimate reason. Tomorrow I can't go. My girlfriend and I are going to a Phillies game. I can't go. Now, 10 years ago, I would have made that day up on Saturday. At 47, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the day off, enjoy the game, enjoy some rest, and let my body, rejuvenate another day. But I don't know. It just occurred to me when I left work that it's different. It's different in your 40s, in your late 40s, lifting heavy weight. And I know common sense, and I know people will say, oh, you should lift lighter, lift for hypertrophy, blah, blah, blah. All that nonsense, fine. You know what? Don't give a shit. I'm not going to be the guy in the corner with the yoga mat curling my pink 2.5 pound weights because of hypertrophy. Get the fuck out of here. Not going to do it. I would honestly sooner risk tearing something than being a Sally. Not going to do it. I would sooner not lift than do something like that, because I'm not trying to be some older skinny jean wearing wannabe Abercrombie model. I want to be bulky and stocky and strong. That's it. I'd rather sit at home, eat a bag of chips, put on 2 pounds of fat, than go to the gym and do 3 sets of 85 reps of 10-pound dumbbells, and then go, fondle a kettlebell for an hour. I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. But yeah, lifting in your 40s, guys, it is a wild ride. It is different, and I don't know. I was just thinking about that today, trying to wrap my head around it, because I don't know. And also to anticipate other questions or statements from anybody, it's not a testosterone issue. My testosterone is plenty high. It's not that. Not that. It's just age. I don't know what else it is. It's just age, being beat up, and losing some of what you got, losing some, I don't know what the right word is. Fire. Maybe losing some fire. Like, it's slowly, at one point it was a bonfire in your 30s. In your 40s, it's more like a campfire. And probably in my 50s, God willing I get there, maybe it's a fireplace fire. In your 60s, it's a candlelit dinner for 2 fire. In your 70s, might be a tea light candle fire. In your 80s, I don't know, you're snuffed out at that point. You're snuffed out flame. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me ramble on my drive home from work. But I was just thinking about that. And I don't want to go to the gym, but I'm going to go because it's what I do. And I'm going to get it in. I'm going to bench. Heavy. Not really heavy for me, but heavy overall. At least 315 for reps. And listen to my body creak and crack, and I'll sit there and complain and whine like a girl for a while, I'm sure. But I'll get it done. I'll get it done. Because you know what? We don't have a choice. Guys, we don't have a choice. Alright, that's it. I'm almost home. Rant over. Let me know in the comments. Let me know how old you are, how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you've been through. Love to hear your stories. Love to hear them. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys soon.